Hey guys, my name is Taylor. My van is a 1987 Volkswagen Vanagon GL Westfalia. I've been interested in van life for a few years since I love the outdoors, but it didn't quite make sense since I lived in Toronto. After I moved out to BC a few months ago, it seemed like the perfect time to give it a try. I found one in Calgary, and 24 hours later, I was there picking it up. This is where my journey begins. Hey guys, Taylor Brown here, and I wanted to give you guys a little tour of my brand new, not really though, 1987 Volkswagen Vanagon Westfalia. Let's check it out. Here's the interior of the van. So over here, this is the rear seat, which turns into a bed. So at the end of your travels, back to seating. Fridge, which can be powered off of battery or off of propane as well, which is on the bottom of the van. So yeah, nice little fridge. This is the under sink storage, but there's nothing in there right now. Cutlery and such. Where we have the sink slash stove. So the water tank is empty at the moment, so it will not work, but yeah, it does. And then the stove, also propane powered as well. So yeah, that's a good little fun stuff there. Now you might be asking, how am I supposed to cook when I'm standing like this? Because this is not very comfortable. So you just push down on this little thingy right here and do this. Now I can stand. So we actually have a window here, you know, for some air. And this can actually also open. And then this is actually, this is meant for storage. You can actually get little tie downs and stuff like that to actually hold things in there. You can strap pretty much whatever you can. And we reveal over here a second bed. You just pull this down. Flip this over. Now you wouldn't sleep with your head on this side, but you know, yeah, you can sleep 2, maybe even 3 if you really wanted to squeeze, but I think it holds about 500 pounds total, so yeah. Put it away. And that's it. Back to plenty of storage, standing space. Now another thing you might wonder, but where's all your space? How do you eat? You just undo that a little bit like that. Now you have seating. So, you know, type away or eat away or whatever you want. And then of course there's underneath that more storage. Oh yeah. Sponges. And then more storage. I got some games, some propane and stuff like that. And actually in here as well is where the water tank is actually located. You can open that with a little screw and then just fill it up with water. Cool. First aid kit, very important. And then in here we have a closet. Got some hangers, sun reflector for the front. Got a pillow, collapsible pillow, so it gets bigger and it's hidden. Some of you might not see this. And yeah, I got just a bunch of blankets and stuff like that in there, some water. And then there's actually a secondary table, similar to this one, but attached to this post here, we actually have a second table right here. So that turns. This one can only really turn about halfway because the steering wheel's in the way. Here. Much smaller table, but you know, gets the job done. Tighten it up. We have 2 people eating here, 2 people eating there, van's door's open, but you know, you can close the door. And then yeah, or a secondary desk or whatever. Yeah. So now we got the trunk, which is just a continuation of the bed, but before it is that, you know, it's just a decent sized trunk space. And actually, this is where the motor is hidden. Just do that, and you have access to your whole engine compartment. When I picked it up, the alternator itself went, so we actually installed this, and I learned how to install an alternator on my first day with the van, so that was kind of fun. But obviously, it's always a pain to have to do this, especially if you have a bunch of stuff in your trunk. If you want to check your oil or any of your fluid levels or anything like that. So actually just underneath here is where you can check your oil plug right here, then coolant right there. Because these things, as much as this one is water cooled, it was really hot in the summer. We have more storage here. So I have my shore power hookup on the outside, battery booster, emergency kit, and that's all I really got in there for now. Another thing that's nice is actually keeping this open, like, you know, especially if you want to back into a nice view or something like that. And I have a bug net here that closes all the way around here. It snaps into all these little thingies around here, all the little snaps. Just keep the bugs out. So yeah, that's that. So here is, that's actually hook up a hose for water. So hook that up and then the sink works no problem. You don't even need power or anything like that. This is actually a hookup for the water tank, but I don't have the key for that, so I do have to fill from the inside. But one day I'll get a key for it. And then here's actually the shore power hookup. So it's just a standard plug, and then it leads to a 2-plug socket inside the van. Underneath, this is where my propane tank is, so it's currently closed. That's good. Yeah, so the propane powers the fridge, as well as the stove. And yeah, propane. And then this is the vent actually for the fridge when it is being used on propane, because it does need, you know, to vent somewhere. So these aren't the stock rims or wheels. These are actually a 17-inch Go Westy rim, and then much bigger tires, so much smoother ride, and looks a lot cooler too, in my opinion. So one thing that I did do here that quite a few Westy owners have done is the Westy Lounge setup. So you put this up. Now, this turns it into the Westy Lounge. So, you can back up to your favorite backdrop and sit and relax. And with a small space, being able to transform spaces and making it into a completely different one is always super great. You know, easy access to the storage up above here as well, which I already had. Yeah, the Westy Lounge. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Like and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next video.